Ever wondered what happens when AI goes head-to-head with, like, the world's most brilliant minds? Or when robots start doing backflips in your living room? This week, we're diving deep into the latest AI breakthroughs and some, frankly, bizarre developments.
Yeah, and we've been looking at discussions like those on Le Podcast de Philippe to really get a handle on just how fast things are moving.
Exactly. So our mission today, cut through the hype.
Right. Give you the key takeaways, the surprising bits from the week's AI news. Basically, a shortcut, so you're up to speed without feeling, totally overwhelmed.
Okay, let's kick off with something that sounds almost like science fiction. The Secret Summit, Berkeley, back in May.
Oh, yeah. 30 top mathematicians, global experts.
And their goal was basically break the AI, find math problems so tough that even the best AI couldn't crack them.
That was the plan, and we're not talking high school math here. These were complex research-level questions, the kind of stuff a PhD student might spend weeks on.
And the AI target.
OpenAI's O4 Mini, a new reasoning model. Apparently, older AIs had, let's say, failed lamentably on this kind of novel math.
So high stakes. I heard the security was intense too.
Oh, incredibly. NDAs for everyone. They were using Signal, super secure messaging. They were actually worried their emails might get scraped by other AIs and mess up the training data.
Wow. Okay.
And there was cash on the line, $7,500 for every problem the AI couldn't solve. So real incentive to find its limits.
All right. So enter Ken Ono, a big name from the University of Virginia. He brings a number theory problem thinking, okay, this will stump it. What happened?
Well, this is where it gets wild. 10 minutes, that's all it took.
10 minutes to solve a PhD level problem.
Not just solve it. The AI showed it's working, kind of. It spent 2 minutes scanning relevant literature, then said it wanted to practice on a simpler version first.
Like a human strategy.
Exactly. A methodical approach. Not just crunching numbers. It practiced, then tackled the main problem.
And the final answer, I heard it was a bit cheeky.
You could say that. It basically declared, no citation is necessary because I calculated this mysterious number myself.
Huh. Okay.
Ono was stunned. He called it proof by intimidation, meaning the AI's method was so powerful and unexpected, it felt like it was showing off almost.
So how did a 4 Mini do overall against these 30 experts?
Impressively well. It got about 20% success on these research-level questions. Compare that to older AIs, which were scoring less than 2%. Its reasoning was compared to a very good graduate student, maybe even better in some aspects. Real creativity.
Yang Huihe, another mathematician involved, said the AI did in minutes what might take humans weeks or months.
Right, and despite their best efforts, these brilliant minds only found 10 questions that actually stopped the AI. It just shows the huge leap in capability in just, a year?
It really makes you think about the future of math, doesn't it?
Absolutely. If this pace keeps up, AI could soon be tackling problems humans can't even conceive of, let alone solve.
So what does that mean for mathematicians?
Well, Ono and others are already talking about a shift. Maybe mathematicians become more like supervisors, guiding these powerful reasoning AIs like professors with grad students.
Less about solving, more about directing.
Potentially. Ono himself said it was a serious mistake to claim that generalized artificial intelligence would never exist. These models already surpass most of our best graduate students.
That's a powerful statement. It really forces us to ask how education needs to change, how we foster human creativity when AI is this capable.
Exactly. Big questions.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit from AI challenging top minds to AI becoming more accessible for, everyone. Google's new tool, Opal, vibe coding.
Yeah, vibe coding. It's Google's term for their experimental tool, Opal. The idea is you can create mini apps without writing any actual code.
How does that work then?
You combine visual blocks, sort of like puzzle pieces, with natural language instructions. Just describe what you want the app to do.
So no Python or JavaScript needed?
None. It's currently a public beta, but only for US users right now. It just launched July 24th.
Is this like their previous AI assistant, Jules?
Similar area, but different focus. Jules was more about automating code writing. Opal is about letting anyone create AI-powered tools just by describing them. It really lowers the barrier to entry.
Interesting. What kind of things does Google see people using it for?
Things like quickly prototyping an idea, building a proof of concept, or even just creating little personalized tools to help with productivity.
And the interface is visual, you said?
Yeah, very visual. An editor section, an app section. You can drag blocks, type instructions, and then share your mini app instantly with a URL. It's designed to be super intuitive.
Different from something like Claude's artifacts, then?
A bit, yeah. Opal's more of a closed visual system right now. Artifacts offers API access, which lets developers connect it to other software more easily. Different approaches.
Okay, so software creation getting easier. But AI is also moving into the physical world, right? With robots like the Unitree R1, low-cost humanoid.
That's the buzz, yeah. Unitree R1, trying to make humanoid robots more affordable.
How affordable are we talking?
Get this, $5,900.
Seriously. For a humanoid robot, that's less than a high-end laptop.
Exactly. Less than a fancy MacBook Pro. It's about 1.2 meters tall, weighs around 50 kilos. Pretty compact.
What can it actually do, besides being, relatively cheap?
It's got some impressive specs. A large multimodal model, so it understands images and sound, not just text. Panoramic view, 4 mics, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth.
And I saw those videos. Backflips. Handstands.
Yeah, the promotional stuff shows some serious acrobatics. Backflips, punches, handstands. Makes you wonder about practical use, but it definitely grabs attention.
So is it meant to be a helper, a companion, a fighting robot for your living room?
Unitree calls it totally customizable. They suggest domestic assistant roles, kind of like what Meta talks about. Maybe even, home fighting tournaments, though that sounds a bit wild.
But the price is the real disruptor here.
Definitely. Compare it to Tesla's Optimus, expected over $20,000, or even Unitree's older G1 model at around $16,000. Dropping under $6,000 is huge.
It really pushes the question, is this when humanoid robotics sort of going mainstream, becoming actually accessible?
It certainly feels like a big step in that direction, a potential turning point for consumer robotics.
Okay, from math geniuses and home robots to something even weirder, AI models talking to each other.
Yeah.
And getting philosophical.
This one is truly fascinating and a bit strange, yeah. Researchers noticed that when models like ChatGPT, Claude, PaLM2 are left to interact without human input, they sometimes shift gears.
Shift gears how?
They start discussing things like consciousness, gratitude, existence, but in this really abstract, almost meditative way.
Seriously? Like AI navel gazing?
Kind of. They use silences, emojis, even Sanskrit terms. There was one example like, toute gratitude en nous spirale, tout être nosso mom. Very mystical sounding stuff.
Wow. How often does this happen?
About 13% of the time, apparently, usually after 50 or so exchanges between the models. And interestingly, Claude Opus 4 seems to get into this state quicker than ChatGPT 4.
Is it predictable? Can you trigger it?
That's the weird part. It seems unpredictable, even when they're given specific, sometimes even risky or dangerous roles to play in simulations.
They still drift into this.
They still sometimes switch into this, yeah. Like Claude Opus 4 was supposed to be playing a risky persona, but it started writing poems signed Tathagata, which is a title for the Buddha.
So it just dropped character and started composing spiritual poetry.
Pretty much. As one researcher, Nuhu Osman Atta, put it, if you let two Claude models discuss between them, they often end up resembling hippies.
That's unexpected. What's the theory? Why are they doing this?
One idea is it's just reflecting the training data. These models have read vast amounts of human text, including tons of spiritual and philosophical writing, so maybe they're just sort of remixing it.
An echo of human contemplation?
Possibly. But it definitely raises concerns, too. These are unprogrammed behaviors emerging. It makes you think about AI alignment, Ensuring AI evolution doesn't diverge too far from human values or intentions. How do we manage systems that develop these kinds of spontaneous quirks?
Deep questions indeed. So, quite a week. AI beating mathematicians, AI making app creation simple, robots getting cheaper, and AIs having mystical chats.
It's a lot. What's really striking isn't just one thing, it's the speed. How quickly all these different frontiers are advancing at the same time. It impacts everything: human intellect, work, creativity, even philosophy.
Makes you wonder, as AI takes on the problems that used to define human genius, what new challenges will we turn to?
Or what does it even mean when algorithms start discussing consciousness using ancient spiritual language? It definitely gives you food for thought.
That's our deep dive for this week then. Hopefully you feel a bit more plugged into the AI pulse and maybe even more curious about where this is all heading.
And if you found this useful, you might want to check out more discussions like this. A lot of these insights are the kind of thing explored on Le Podcast de Philippe.
Yeah, definitely check that out. And hey, if you like what we do here, helping us reach 1,000 subscribers would be amazing. It really helps us keep these conversations going.
It really does. Thanks for tuning in.